Hello, I'm Janet Broughton, the Positive Change Coach, and this is day 5 of my 5-day series of 10-minute videos, how to create and manage change. Changes that we choose for ourselves, changes that are put upon us, if you like. Now, today I'm going to look at those changes that we choose to make. Because surely if we've chosen something and we say, this is what I want and I'm going to get it, and we should be happy. Then there's no need to worry about things. But what if you make the change and you worry about it? Have I done the right thing? That you've all felt that at some time. Is this going to work out? What if it goes wrong? The what ifs, the what ifs, the if buts, the maybes. These are the things that stop us enjoying even the changes that we have chosen. So if you, for instance, decide you want to get married, you've found the love of your life, you want to live with them forever, so exciting, and yet. And so many people, I know people who actually live together, have families together, and I bet you know them as well, but they're still not married. And I know 1 or 2 people, and the reason being they're scared of the wedding because they don't want to be on show, because they don't want all these people, because they don't want the big fuss, so will not bother with the wedding. Yet this is the love of their life. Now there my job is to work with that person to help them feel comfortable so that they can have that wedding, that they can enjoy it. And there'll be 2 aspects to that. There'll be one about the being seen, and ask anybody who's scared of public speaking, and you know exactly what I mean. And there's also the, depending on age and expectation, the standing up for yourself and saying, I'm having this type of wedding. I don't want the big, I just want a nice small wedding. And your family might be saying, no, we're going to have the big wedding. And you're going, no, it's my wedding. So it's standing up for yourself. So suddenly this thing that you want becomes something quite difficult. Now, on that public speaking one, I had a colleague that also trained with me because I'm an EFT practitioner, advanced practitioner and national trainer. She'd worked with me one-to-one, then wanted to come on the training, which she did. And I was working with that fear of public speaking, which so many people have. And she said, but you shouldn't take that fear away. Why wouldn't you want to take the fear away of public speaking? Well, you need that adrenaline rush to get out there and do it. I'm like, oh yeah. As somebody who loves public speaking, I love that adrenaline rush. She said, but you're not frightened. I said, no, I'm excited. Same set of reactions, if you like, but with a whole different source. Excitement gets you out there and you get the adrenaline rush. And the feeling of fear is like, oh no, I've got to do this, I've got to cope with it, I've got to get out there. That's not a good space to be in, is it? So while 2 feelings might produce the same thing of wow, get out there, get the energy pumping, the feeling of fear is not that feeling of excitement. So that's what we're looking to improve for people. Okay, so we're trying to say, this is a choice. This is what you want. You know, you might have applied for the job promotion. With the job promotion comes the public speaking. So I want the majority of it, and then there's the people who don't apply for the job, even though it's promotion, even though they can do it because it involves public speaking. So you're stopping yourself progressing in a way that you want. If that change is one that is becoming elusive, you start to bring in negative beliefs. So I was working with a client who sadly had had 2 miscarriages. Now, when she got pregnant the first time, her friend had, and it was when she came to the point where her friend gave birth, and it was like, that should be me, and I've lost my baby, and you can imagine a complete meltdown. And when I spoke to her, her belief was, I can get pregnant really easily, I just can't keep it. And you know, your body's a strange thing. It does as it tells you. You tell it, sorry. So she was saying, I can get pregnant really easy. Oh, okay. But I can't keep it. Oh, okay. Now that might sound terribly simplistic, and I don't mean it to be. It's just that your body and your feelings are in sync. It's something we refer to as somatic theory. The body and the mind and emotions work in sync. I like that. It's not a body and a mind and an emotion. They're all together. Your body reflects how you're feeling. So what I worked with this young lady on was that negative belief, I can't keep it. And we used emotional freedom technique. And if those of you aren't familiar, it's where we tap and we make statements as we tap around the body. Okay. And in changing that, I also asked her to visualize. And I'm going, right, you're 3 months, you're 6 months. And then there was this beautiful moment when she went, oh my God, I'm huge. And so she actually kept that baby. The next one was the baby that was born. And a couple of years later, because I worked with her in a company where they brought me in when staff needed it. And I was walking in as she was coming out. It was a bit cold, so people have got coats on. And she just walked straight up to me and she did this wonderful flash where she went, number 2. And yes, number 2 was successfully born as well. We just changed her belief system. And again, I know I'm using that just, but it took work to change it, but then we were able to change it. And that's what we needed. So if you're one of those people who's thinking of getting pregnant, you will have different thoughts and concerns. For some, it'll be about the physical pregnancy, about giving birth. I teach pregnancy yoga, and I've worked with groups of women who are really quite terrified of the birth itself, and the feelings the thoughts aren't going beyond the birth. And again, I work with them using my emotional freedom technique, the tapping technique, to change how they feel. And we move them to the other side of the birth and realizing that this beautiful baby at the end of it. And I can assure you, all those mums have had really wonderful births. And then there's the women who worry about being a mother, and the men who worry about being a father, about being a parent. And it's that feeling of, what if I'm not good enough? What if I make mistakes? What if I don't care for, initially brand new baby, very scary, and will I look after it right? And will I do everything right? And, nobody wrote, well, people have tried to write books on parenting, but at the end of the day, it's your bond with your child. And the fears can get in the way of you actually looking after the child. And, my own mother, bless her, loved me beyond words, but she was so frightened for me that anything would happen to me. She kept me so protected that I actually wasn't that streetwise, and that actually led to some issues. I can remember getting injured in a park because I was never allowed to go to the park. And the one time I begged and she let me go, it was then I knew I shouldn't have let you go because you got injured. I got injured because I wasn't streetwise and I didn't know how to handle things. So sometimes we can do too much, even though we love someone very much. So there may be things in your life that on the surface, you've made this very positive decision. I've talked a lot this week about changing careers, could be changing where you live, but within you, there are fears associated with this change, and that can stop the change happening or happening successfully. So I want you to enjoy your life. I want you to live your best life, and I want you to enjoy the changes that you make. So do come to me for a complimentary one-to-one 30-minute discovery session. We'll do it all online like this, and we'll find out what lies beneath, if you like, because it's what's happened to you in the past that governs how you then live. And the belief systems, in EFT, we call it the writings on the wall. These are the things, the rules that we live by. Those rules might not fit, but they might colour the way that you live your life. So if you're ready to make positive changes, and yet something's stopping you or worrying you, even if you're making the change, then let's get together. The 60-day positive change program is there not only to deal with the difficult times in life, but the good times in life, so that you enjoy them to their fullest and live that best life. So do contact me. It's Janet Broughton at thepositivechangecoach.com. And my website is The Positive Change Coach, and Facebook page of the same name. So look forward to working with you. And I really hope you've enjoyed working with me over these last 5 days. And these videos are available to you. They are recorded, so you can go to them at any time. And my details are also underneath this video. So thank you.